Greetings, this is the Timeshare Traveler. Today is episode 2, 3, how do I do this? 9. Timeshare perks go beyond timeshares. So, I just wanted to talk about this. This is really important to me. Owning a timeshare makes you a better traveler. You get better just by doing it. And I no longer settle for basic travel. I try to actually maximize my travel. It doesn't mean overdo it. It just means I try to get the best deal, and I try to decide that. Um, I want to talk about the hotel perks I leveraged because of my ownership as a timeshare, and I want to talk about a recent trip I just did. Actually, I just completed it last night, and that was what's fresh in my mind. I wanted to share that with you. Okay, let's jump right into it. Well, for me at least, and I think for many people, owning a timeshare makes you a better traveler. And that's the reason for that is you actually spend money, you have maintenance fees and so forth. So you understand the value of travel and vacations and all those kind of things. So value of learning what is possible and getting better over time, and that includes hotels. Ability to make deals happen, which is really just wise, just your experience. It's not necessarily smarter, it's just more experience. And again, I also learned about the value of a separate bedroom. The luxury of privacy, and again, not feeling cramped in a room with all the suitcases around the beds. You actually have a separate room, and it doesn't necessarily mean that it costs you more. You just have to be a little more creative and find what you're looking for. The value of the kitchen to save you money by cooking meals. I mean, you can have more vacations, longer vacations, because the cost of going out to dinner, even though you can choose to do that. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying you can continue to make that be a special situation and leverage the ability to go on more vacations, which is also special. So it's just a trade-off. And owning a timeshare gives you that experience and ability to do that. And again, ability to plan and execute, that's one thing. Timeshares, you have to plan ahead. You might call it a negative, but it actually turns you into a better traveler. Another thing for me is that don't settle for basic travel when you can do better. And that's something that I've learned over time. Until I stayed in a timeshare, a hotel was just a hotel. It was going to just be a place to sleep. Even with a family, I would go. Everything was about going out and doing stuff around. And once I got the timeshares, there really was things to do at the timeshare that were also really good. Now I stay mostly in one-bedroom hotels and timeshares. Timeshares, I'll stay in a studio if it has a kitchen, things like that, which is okay. I look for amenities like hot tubs, a nice pool, they have a fitness center. Those things matter more to me now. And I look at alternatives. I don't just, what's available in exchanges, what's available on specials. Is there something to do better, a better place to look? And again, I go beyond just my timeshare. Now I take sort of timeshare-like features. Again, an example is in January, February. I'm staying so far 5 weeks straight for $500 a night, and that includes all utilities, water, everything like that, TV, and everything. So it's almost, it's really closer to $1,500 plus your $500 a month in utilities. So that's kind of equivalent to that. Anyway. Don't settle for basic travel, and that's something you gain from being a timeshare owner. Okay, here's the hotel perks I like, and that just became evident to me just because of this most recent trip. I'd forgotten about them. You just know you have them, and so it doesn't become obvious. But I'll talk about them. Hotel status. Owning a timeshare often gives you hotel status in the hotel related to the timeshare that you own. So that means you earn more points when you stay at a hotel when you're not using free points. You get guaranteed reservations within 48 hours of booking. So anytime before 48 hours, in other words, 2 or more days in advance, you are obligated to get a room. They will give you a room regardless, and they'll overbook if they have to. And then you'll get free upgrades. In this trip, I got upgraded twice to really larger rooms and end rooms. And again, hotels with kitchens and bedrooms. Timeshare Light. I call that Timeshare Light. It's like being in a timeshare, but you're actually in a hotel, but you have many of the features. So, and other thing is, take the points when you're doing owner updates. Don't do the $100 credit cards, because you can often get 1 to 2 nights. The other thing that's interesting is both Marriott and Hilton actually have a fifth night free. And that's even true if you're doing free nights. So if you're doing 4 free nights, you actually get a fifth free night. So when you do 2 owner updates, if you imagine if you get 2 a night, then you have effectively created a 5-day vacation by having 2 owner updates. So again, those are the perks I love. By being a timeshare owner and knowing what you can do, I learned the rules. And so I'm better at travel. Okay, here's a recent trip I just normally I publish on Saturday, but I was on this trip, so I'm doing it today on Sunday. But a friend needed to take their annual trip to Arizona with their cat. The cat makes noise at night, and the person said, I've tried, it's impossible to sleep at night. The cat's meowing. It's in a strange place. It wants to, rub its nose in its cheek against everything to mark it, and it's just hard getting sleep. So wanted to reduce it to 2 nights to stop instead of 3. So I wanted me to drive, so I took to do that. I mentioned Homewood Suites because they allow pets. There's a fee, and my friend said there was nothing available, and I realized, I have status. So I went in because of my status, and I found the 1-bedroom units at the locations we needed. And the queen beds, and the cat slept in the living rooms, and we slept in the bedroom, and everything was great. And it was way more luxurious, slept better, trip was way better. And we had corner room updates actually in both of them. So again, my status got me an upgraded version of the 1-bedroom. Again, cat stayed at fee, but we had free breakfast. We had a full kitchen if we wanted to cook at night. We happened to go out for some local cuisine. Anyway, with cat sleeping in the living room, is a restful night of sleep. And again, this is according to my friend. This is my first trip, but they said they had way better. And again, all because of the status of a timeshare owner. And again, you don't have to be a timeshare owner to do this, but just in general, because you are an owner, you learn how to take advantage of things. So anyway, I hope you like this video. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my channel right after this. So if you want to learn more about the different videos in my channel, stay tuned. But if not, don't forget to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Hi, this is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. Welcome to my channel. The purpose of my channel is to educate those who love traveling in timeshares. I've been an owner for 15 plus years at timeshare ownership. I have elite ownership with Marriott, Hilton, and Worldmark. I have published over 100 timeshare video reviews, and I've published over 95 timeshare tips. I can be found on Facebook at Timeshare Trav, at Twitter, Timeshare Trav, and on the web at www.timesharetraveler.com.